Hi, I'm Andrew, an entrepreneur and a computer science student,
Hi, I'm Raveen, a psychology major student.
and you're now listening to the Ink Thoughts podcast, where we ponder and talk about incongruous thoughts ranging from our daily life to the human mind.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Ink Thoughts podcast. How are you today, Andrew?
Hello, morning, Farid. I had a terrible day, actually. Even though it's just like morning
Oh
right
wait,
here.
you know, just now when I asked how are you feeling, how are you doing today, I feel like I'm talking to my patient suddenly. Okay, continue.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind some treatment. Even though it's like just now it's like 9:29. Yeah, it's not even 10. I feel terrible because I kind of felt that I made a terrible decision yesterday. So what happened was that, I mean, yesterday I slept a bit late. It was like 11-ish, which is past my bedtime, but I think that's fine if I had a good sleep. But I just decided I always wanted to try this thing, which is to record my sleep as a time lapse, so I can watch how I sleep, whether there's a lot of movement in my sleep or something. And I did that, but because if I do that, if I just do it in the dark room, my camera is not capable of taking night vision video, something like that. So I have to have some light source. So I just turned on the light somewhere, but I covered it with a cloth, so it's not that bright. But still, it affected my sleep, and then I just didn't feel that good when I'm supposed to wake up at like 5 or even by 6. I don't feel like waking up. So in the end, I stopped I turned off the video, and then I turned off the light as well and went to sleep. And I wanted to wake up at like maybe around 7:30 for this podcast recording, but I just felt terrible because I don't know, I think because of the light, the whole night I didn't feel like I was sleeping. And then I didn't have those eye masks. Is it called eye masks? I don't know what it's called. I have no idea. Like, I didn't have those. I tried to find it, but I couldn't find it. So I didn't have those, and yeah, I just had a terrible sleep. And then when the light is off, I didn't have sufficient sleep as well. So yeah, until now I'm feeling that I have a terrible day. It's like I don't know. I usually don't feel terrible, and I know that, yeah, like, of course you have this thing where like the day is good if you make it good, something like that. So you shouldn't define any day as terrible because, yeah, it's how you make it. But I don't know, this I take sleep as a very important thing every day, and then yeah, because of this terrible sleep, it just kind of ruined my day. I'm like, oh god damn it, I hate this so much. But yeah, I mean,
So ended up what time you get up?
I ended up waking up. I mean, like, we were supposed to have our podcast meeting at like 8:15 my British time, or Greenwich time. So, but the thing is, I think by, I don't know, by I think 8 something, I messaged you that I'll be late by 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But in the end, I think I woke up at like 8:10, which is 15 minutes left for a bath, for a shower. And but when after I woke up, I turned on my MacBook, and then I did some stuff, got ready, and then by the time I'm finished showering, it's like 29, so I'm late. But yeah, I was like, today felt terrible. Today felt terrible, man. I don't know. Yeah, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it better. This podcast will make it better, I believe. So yeah, I don't know this thing about sleep though.
Hopefully.
And have I actually, I don't know, did I really not get sufficient sleep? Is that really a bad sleep, or is it just me consciously making it a bad sleep? I have no idea.
Well, now only you know. I cannot feel that on behalf of you.
Okay, sure. Alright, sure. Alright. But yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, I think that's all for me. I don't really feel like updating anything else. I mean, like, this is the main thing I want to talk about, which, yeah, gave me a terrible day today. Oh my god, I'm still recovering from that terrible day.
But it's okay. You have fun later, right?
I'm not sure if that's fun though. I don't know. Now everything doesn't feel fun to me. I don't know. I just feel like resting in my bed for the whole day. Oh yeah, actually, I don't know. I heard this. So one of our friends yesterday, apparently, I'm not sure what time she slept, but then another of my friends just messaged her asking if she wants to get lunch at like I think 11 a.m. and then by 1 p.m. she replied saying that, "Oh, have you have your lunch?" And then after that, I think around 4 p.m. she only got off her bed, and then she said that the only thing she did for as an exercise the whole day was that she picked up something from the floor, but then after that she went back onto her bed and then just lied down there.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like today is I want to spend my day like that. Yeah, but it's fine. I have no choice but to do that.
Yeah, but
But
I
to do everything
understand that
else.
feeling also lah.
Like, oh my god, I hate this day so much. I felt so bad. I felt terrible. Everything. The worst day in my life.
Yeah.
Kinda. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, okay. Yeah. So how are you? How are you, Vareen? How has your past week been?
Actually, it's been a very busy week for me, and I was so tired, especially yesterday. In the morning, I still remember when I'm on the way to work because I took the MRT, and because nowadays people leave one seat to kind of like keep the social distancing, and so usually when I got up, I mean when I got into the train, there's no place for me to sit, so I just stand. And then, by standing, I fall asleep.
And that's one of the funniest thing in the world. When I heard that, I really wanted to record that. I really wanted to try next time. Like, I'll just follow you to work and then I'll just like record how you fall asleep. It'll be so interesting. It'll be so damn interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know that until I'm like waking up from that sleep. I'm like, oh, okay, so I fall asleep just now.
That is very
Yeah,
interesting.
it's been a very tired week, but I think I got a good sleep last night, so I'm feeling slightly better now. But if if I want to, I can still sleep for a very long time, I guess.
Okay. I can totally understand that. I don't know. I feel like sleep is a
Yeah.
thing. Okay, there's a limit to it, lah. But then I don't know. Yeah, I can always have more sleep for some reason. Yeah, I don't know.
Mm-mm.
I should just keep myself.
But
With like
also
7
when
hours
you
of
get
sleep.
enough sleep, everything's easier for you, like to do anything that you have to or you want to. But if you don't get enough sleep, everything's like nothing I
No,
want to do.
the thing for me is that I don't know. I like even with enough sleep, if I'm doing something that I don't want, I prefer going back to sleep. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's funny. But yeah, oh yeah, like just now when you talk about social distancing, it made me realize that there's such a huge cultural difference now between like UK and Malaysia just because of this social distancing thing. Because like here, like I mean social distancing is something that everyone still promote, and then we should probably abide by it, but then I mean barely anyone follows it. Yeah. Social distancing probably isn't a thing here. Yeah, that's such a huge cultural distance now because of cultural difference because of this COVID thing.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, in Malaysia, the cases are still there, and then people are like still I mean, there's like two groups of people. One group is like super paranoid about it, and then another group is like, nah, nothing, like just go with it.
Yeah, I mean like Malaysia, the cases are still there. Yes, in fact, the cases are still there, but you should look at the cases in UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cases are still there. What about UK? It's always been there, and then it's like I think I mean now it's average around 90,000 per day. Yeah, on average about 90,000 per day, but then still, I don't know. Actually, I have no idea, man. Like it's probably like a flu thing now. I have no idea, but I mean I think the hospitalization rate and death rate is like actually dropping, which is a good thing. Yeah, but then when you talk about the cases, yeah, it's still there. It's and then it's like higher than last year. Yeah, it's higher than last year. Yeah, so it's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh, but you told me that it's not compulsory to wear a mask anymore, right?
Yeah, actually, now outside it is this case, and in within a university it will start this, I think, on Monday. Yeah, so then we don't have to wear masks anymore, something like that. Yeah. I mean, yesterday throughout the event, I didn't really wear mask. I actually don't. I actually don't. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's the risk of this, but I personally don't really mind. After hearing so many experience from my friend, I don't really mind getting COVID. Yeah, as of now, because I don't know. I heard from them, and then it just seems like there's really not much symptoms. Maybe they really got the Omicron strain. That's why. There's really not much symptoms, and then I think that will actually boost my immunity. And I believe that with so much with the because I already had my booster vaccine. Oh yeah, there's this interesting I forgot to tell you and even my parents. I actually got a booster vaccine appointment in Malaysia.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
like all this time,
Okay.
all this time I've been thinking that Malaysia has been improved. They know that I have left Malaysia and I've never came back, so there's no need for me to give. No need to give me a booster vaccine. And then that day suddenly, the My Sejahtera app just popped a notification telling me that your booster appointment is here. I'm like, okay, it's not that smart after all. Yeah, but yeah, like since I have this booster vaccine, so I actually think that I don't mind getting COVID because I think that will boost my immunity, and that's a good thing. I personally think that. Yeah, and then I mean
Okay.
now it should be fine. Like the quarantine period have been dropped to like 5 days. Previously, it's like almost 10 days. It's like now 5 days in UK. I'm like, yeah. I mean, if it actually helps my immunity, I personally would like to get it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. I mean, we do have to learn to live with it. Something like that, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's all for our updates, and then
Yeah.
let's move into our topic today. What are we
Topic
going
of
to talk
today.
about today?
Okay, so today we are actually talking about, I don't know, this is a weirdish topic. I mean like it's incongruous thoughts, right? So why not like we just bring some of the work, I consider this work topics into our podcast, which is, should we keep this podcast a chill project or actively grow it? I mean, since actually one of the main intention we started this is to just kind of keep both of us busy when we are on two different parts of the world. Like, like, I mean, it's a good thing, right? Like, we get to do something together. We still have this connection-ish, like, so yeah, I guess it's kind of a good thing. But yeah, like I think since we've been doing this for more than half a year, how many episodes have it? Oh my god, I have no idea, man. Like, oh my god, yeah. The one problem with our Notion is that we never put our episode number here. But let me check. If we look at our Anchor page, by now we already have this is what episode? Oh shit! This is 32.
I'm not sure for this. Okay, but for those that has been released, at least there's already 37. Haven't included those that is still
scheduled
on our backlog. Yeah.
So if we include those that scheduled, we already have 40 episodes, which is wow. We are just 3 months away from being a year. So we already spent 9 months creating podcasts every single week, continuously, nonstop. I mean, like there's days where we had something to do, so we couldn't record. But of course, we always make sure that we have a backlog. So it's quite impressive that we have done this. But I believe at this point, it's quite important. It's quite important for us to think whether we just want to keep this a chill project or like we want to keep growing it, something like that. Like make it a business or something. Yeah. So.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. What do you think?
Actually, when the question first came up, and the first thing that popped into my mind is like, why not we try to actively grow it? But then after taking a few more thoughts for it, and then I feel like, do I have that much of time to do that? I don't want to like say it like, let's do this, but then in the end I can't.
Okay, I understand. Okay. I mean, like that's one of my concerns, because like, I mean, I'm not sure actually when does this topic came up. I'm not sure. Let me check. When is this created? Date created. It's 15th of January. Okay, it's actually quite recent. So I guess I believe I thought of this during one of the sessions when I was during one of my gym sessions when I'm listening to the Not Overthinking podcast. So I think something like that. And I actually, for the first time in a while, I have something noted on this podcast as a resource, which I'm gonna talk about. Because yeah, I don't know, like over this past month when I've been dealing with my exams, doing YouTube and everything, I just find there's this one important thing, which and as Ali said, in things that we want to do, it in order to make ourselves want to do it, it's just important to make it fun. So yeah, I mean, this podcast is still a fun thing for me. I'm not sure if it is for you. Like
it is for me as well.
Yeah. Is it like last time when I it feels like you don't really enjoy the part when we're thinking about the titles.
Okay, a fun thing doesn't mean every single part has to be fun, right? There can be some part that you dislike, but overall, generally, it's still a fun thing.
Yeah. Actually, I you know, like before I actually cancelled out the title thing, I actually thought of should I kept that discussion into this podcast, but I just decided that let's just cancel it, because the reason for me to cancel that is that I realized that like what I explained, there's really actually no reason for us to change the title, because the title came from our main idea. We still have to stick to our main idea. We shouldn't make a clickbaity title and then it no longer keep to our main idea. So our discussion came from our main idea. So we can improve it, but then we shouldn't focus it so much into making it into a clickbaity title. And yeah, that is why I decided to keep it that way. And then another thing is just that. Yeah, I think since I don't know, like the one thing that kept this podcast going is that it's fun, you know. It's very fun. So
yeah.
Like, let's just keep it fun. Like there's no point on adding stuff that is like not fun to it. Like if we don't enjoy this particular part, like we think we should probably just leave it, since like ever since the start of this podcast, we never intended it to really make us money, intend to get rich, something like that. We just, why not just try it? It doesn't harm trying it. And then, I mean, we did put in some money, but it's not that expensive. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, imagine it as a few anniversary dinner a year. Like it's just worth like a few anniversary dinner a year. And then actually, even if we count it in UK terms, it's very, very, very cheap. That's why I can see how Westerners, Americans, British, they just do all this kind of stuff without thinking, because it's so cheap for them. Like they don't even need to think about it. It's like just like a days of lunch money every single month to keep a podcast running, keep a website running. So I personally think that, yeah, like since it's just fun, like let's just make it fun, right?
Okay. So you mean you prefer keeping it a chill project?
Yeah, actually, I prefer keeping it. I mean, I don't mind growing it, but the thing is, we need to focus on this thing where it's like it's fun, because the most important thing is that we want to keep this continue for as long as possible, and then the key thing that will make it as long as possible is that it's easy to make, it's fun. Yeah, it's something that we like to do lah. So of course, if we can somehow find a way to actively grow it, why not? But we have to make sure that it's still a fun thing, and then we can it's a sustainable and scalable thing. Yeah, it's not something that takes a lot of our time, and then we feel pressure to do this. We just want to make this a fun thing.
Yeah, true. I mean, just like you mentioned that at the beginning, our intention isn't to like get rich or get any money from this podcast, right?
Yeah.
So, well, if let's say our intention at the beginning is to like get money out of it, I believe it's very hard for us to like, sustain until even today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, like until now, our audience has dropped so much. I actually, okay, not so much lah, because like our numbers is so low that like just with one audience drop, it'll be like double-digit percentage drop. So I mean, it's not that it dropped so much, but yeah, that's true. Like if we kept the monetary value so important since the beginning, we wouldn't have done it. till now. But I did thought of something like, let's say if we happen to be a lot more financial independent in the near future, where we can put more money onto this podcast. I don't mind hiring someone to work on our promoting and all this lah. And find ways to optimize this, where we still can make this podcast into something that matches the audience flavor in the but we're still having fun. And then, like, let's say all the stuff that all the actual work, like editing, publishing, promoting, marketing, all that will be given towards someone that is paid, and then we'll just do the fun part, because it's a podcast, it's fun. And then let's do this. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. And then there's also this thing. I believe, like, this is one of the main points that made me want to make it fun as a priority, because I mean, since we don't have any main goals for this podcast, I just heard this. Actually, this not from Ali. Ali said that it's from someone else. I forgot who is it from. Maybe it's from Tim Ferriss. I don't know whether it's from Tim Ferriss or is it from James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits. I forgot who is it from, but it's someone's just said that if you kept on doing something for 10 years, you'll get like some kind of success out of it, which is something which we've talked about in, I think, the second last episode. I don't know. Yeah, second last episode, something like that. So I believe that I kind of like this thought, because I'm a lazy person. So if there's a way that I can, this is actually a lazy way of getting success, because the hardest thing is just to be consistent, and then you just need to be consistent. So if you keep being consistent, and then success will come to you. So I mean, the hard part might be the consistent, but I mean, as long as we solve the consistent part, for us now, I think consistency is not really a problem, because we have already found ways to enjoy this process. So consistency is no longer a problem. So if we really can just keep doing this for 10 years and then get somehow some success to it, for me, I mean, that's a good thing. I would really enjoy this, because why not? It's literally just sitting at home, and then suddenly, money falling from the sky, assuming that there's actually money to be made like 10 years later or something like that. But then for me, if I really hope this happens, because like for me, this is just the greatest thing in the world, where like do things for 10 years and then yay, I'll get some success from it. Oh. I mean we're not even 1 year in, but then for some reason I'm just optimistic. Like by the time it's 3 years in, I'll be 31 with the podcast. That would be cool. I don't know. Imagine we're sponsored by Skillshare by then. Like, oh, this episode is sponsored by Skillshare, blah blah blah. Like, okay, we're actually earning money from the podcast. I don't know, but like I just really genuinely like that thought, because for me it just sounds so easy. The thing we need to do is just keep doing it, and then success will fall onto us. I mean, I quite agree with that, because I think now rarely there's any people that hold on to something, even a job or working in a company for like 10 years or something. So I kind of believe in that if you can be that consistent, you get some level of success out of it.
True. So actually both of us kind of like still want to keep it the chill project.
I mean chill project is a good thing.
And I believe for both of us is like we don't mind making it into like something we actively grow it, but it shouldn't make us having too much of stress or anything.
Yes. So it's like always a fun thing that like whenever it comes to anything, fun should be the primary thing lah. We should make sure that it fits our life instead of us fitting the podcast life. So we should make sure that it's because that we have this hole in our life, like, oh, well, welcome this podcast, and instead of us actively trying to clean up some space, okay, podcast, you can fit in here, and then we have to find other place to put the original task that we're supposed to do. So
True.
For me, I already feel better after speaking on this podcast. My day is gonna be better. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like
because of the positive thing that you're
Prob-
thinking about.
probably, yeah, probably. But to be honest, like every time, like recently, I don't know, I've when I listen to the not overthinking podcast, I just can't get over the fact that how okay, what's a word? What's a word for it? I just feel like they never put any effort into their ads, you know. Like usually it's always either Skillshare or brilliant sponsoring their episode, and then they just I like for me I don't know, I feel like we can do a better job than them, you know. I feel like we can do a better job than them. Literally sometimes they like Ali just push it to Tamor, like, hey Tamor, so who's sponsoring this episode? I was like, brilliant, but is it brilliant? Oh, but I don't really know what they do though. Like, oh, what's your price? And then Ali is like, oh, actually don't know. I think it's fine. Like you can just check out in the link below. I was like, come on, man. like does Brilliant pay you for this? Like not even knowing their price. Like, oh my god, isn't that so wrong? I don't know. For me, intuitively, it just sounds so
true.
wrong. Like I would feel so sorry for the for the I mean for the company that sponsors. I don't know how much are they paying for the podcast. Like, but I don't think I don't know, man. I think maybe £1,000 should be reasonable, like for like the scale that the Not Overthinking podcast is in. But I just have no idea. I'm like, if they can do it, you know, we can do it better, you know. Just that we don't have the audience for that right now.
Yeah. But then
funny,
if I'm the sponsor, I feel sad though. Like,
yeah.
Why don't you at least understand a bit of what we are doing before you know,
I mean,
promote
it's really
about us.
I mean, it's cool that it's casual, because like they really made it so casual. So I mean, for the audience, like, oh, okay, like it's a cool thing. Yeah, like it's so casual, and then you wouldn't feel like it's an ad. Like, but then I don't know, man. I don't know, but I mean, if we do emphasize on fun, if the sponsor don't really mind. I mean, it sounds like a cool thing. Like, imagine, like, suddenly I just so Vereen, like who's our sponsor for today? Like, oh, it's Skillshare. Blah, blah, blah. What does Skillshare do again? I actually don't really use Skillshare. Oh yeah, there's even one episode for some reason. Like yeah, like Tamo just said, I actually don't really use, like, he was talking about the sponsor segment, and then suddenly Tamo just said, oh, actually I don't really use Skillshare. Then Ali was like, no, why don't you use Skillshare? You know, like, I mean, Skillshare is a really good thing, but then yeah, I actually haven't been using it for quite some time, even though I'm a paid subscriber. Have you been using it?
Not that often.
My last time was a real long time ago. I think it's like last year before I arrived in the UK, and then once I arrived in the UK, I stopped using it for some time. I don't know. It just haven't come into my mind.
Last time isn't that long compared to yours.
Okay. That's really good. I mean, I don't know. I still go to YouTube to learn stuff. I think I just kind of need to force myself to remind that I have Skillshare to go to. Yeah, I mean, it's actually a very good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I would literally recommend everyone to use it, because it's like Netflix for courses, and then you don't need to like, over there there's no ads or whatever. You just literally just learn stuff, and then people are getting paid for every minute you watch. That's why they spend more effort into making those courses better. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, that's why I would suggest everyone to go with. I don't have an affiliate link, so yeah, people that just want to just go Skillshare and sign up. But yeah, you know, I realized something. I don't know. I mean, I haven't spent the time and the effort into making a podcast course, because I want to just start a how to start your own podcast course. And then I realized that Ali is gonna start a course like that, you know. But it's not like one course on Skillshare. I think he's starting one like part-time YouTuber academy.
Oh, for
you
podcast?
Want to start like how to start a podcast or something? I was like, oh no, Ali, no, you're taking my market, you know. Like, no, Ali, I want to make this video. I guess I don't know, but I mean, I kept saying that I want to do this thing, but then I just don't feel like doing it yet, because I don't know. I mean, I'm a bit busy now. I'm like, even I don't really have time to edit my vlogs, because I now I do vlog as a secondary video of the week if I have the time. Yeah, just I don't know. Come on, I want you here. Then we can start working on YouTube videos together. We can push each other to do YouTube video together. You know, I'm actually contemplating, because like YouTube is another thing which I try to make it a fun thing to do. So there's this thing which I really hate every time when I edit a YouTube video, is that I have to cut out the part where I pause a lot. I have to cut out, so I have to go through the whole video and then cut every single part. So I'm thinking of spending like $99 on an app called Recut, which it will just supposedly you throw a video in and then it will just remove all those stuff for you. Yeah, but I'm not sure.
Oh.
I mean, YouTube is a very important, but thinking of spending $99 is still a big thing for me. Like, I think I might spend it before next week, because next week I'm starting to get busy. But I don't know, I'm still thinking. I was like, it's still, I spent a lot of money recently. I mean, these are good stuff. Actually, these are good stuff, because I'm not spending on, on like unreasonable stuff. These are actually supposedly help with my productivity, like freedom and all this. But then you just feel bad spending money. I'm like, yeah.
But as you say, next week you start getting busy. Then maybe it's worth doing that, or else it will be a very tiring thing for you, and you don't feel like doing it.
Yeah, like especially like this
you
week.
You procrastinate even more.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I procrastinate all the way until yesterday to finish my video. So yeah, I don't know. I'll see. Maybe I think I'll buy it, but then I'll see how it goes. I'll see how it goes. But yeah. So I mean, anything you want to talk about? Because I guess it's not really that we want to keep. But yeah, like just now. Sorry for that. Like we kind of branch off a lot, talking about a lot of nonsense. But yeah, I mean, in regards to this podcast, I don't think we are actually trying to make it an entirely chill project. We want to make it a fun thing. If we can make it, if we can grow it while maintaining being fun, it'll be cool. It'll be absolutely cool. Yes, but just that we haven't got a way to do that. So let's just keep it a chill project. Like that's why even my YouTube, like whenever I publish on my story or everything, I just make it scheduled, because I know that I don't want to have that calendar reminder always telling me that, oh, this is the time you're supposed to post this thing. So let's just make it scheduled. So amazing. We just have to do this simple thing. We don't have to think of the caption on the spot, something like that. We just can think it beforehand and then like do it all the way. So we'll make sure that it maximizes the enjoyment of this project. So yeah.
Yeah, true.
I guess we mutually agree on this then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
We want to make it a fun thing. That's the thing. Yay, haha, very nice.
Or else I think it's very hard for me to like keep on doing it with my current workload. I mean, from my work lah.
Is the blog okay for you though? Is it fun?
What?
Is the blog fun for you? Writing the blog?
Actually, that is okay.
Oh,
it's not like that. It's not like asking me to write a very long thing for for something else. It's just for the use of our podcast. Then yeah.
But I mean, actually, starting initially, it was quite a headache for me to write that. Like our first episode, I think it was, what was it? What was our first episode? Do you remember? I don't want to search it. It's like so. It's like at the back.
Is this something rewarding?
Let me check.
Rewarding ourselves, something.
Oh yeah, how to distinguish between rewarding and spoiling ourselves. Yeah, that single episode, that particular blog, it took me, I procrastinated for so many days, and then it took me like a few hours, I think like 4 or 5 hours to complete it. I don't know, like I think it's just a me thing. Whenever it's something that I haven't tried before, I tend to enlarge the difficulty so much that it makes me fearful of doing it. And then I just didn't want to touch it because it just sounds so scary. But then, like, before I pass this blog task to you, it's already so easy. Like, literally, I try to make it as early as possible because I want to make sure that the podcast content is still fresh within my mind. So I do another, but then I usually can churn out within 1 hour. That's like, it's like so easy for me. Like, yeah, and I just remember how hard it was for me like back then. But then now it's like, yeah, type it out. I just need to think of usually three key points that we talk in the video, and I will just elaborate on that, and then done. Everything is like designed so it's so simple for it. Yeah.
Actually, the first time after you pass it to me, the first one that I wrote, it is very hard for me as well at that time. Like I
I
have
think
no idea where to start.
yeah, I think it's the same thing. I just like I don't know, just like okay, maybe it's an Asian thing. Like maybe it's an Asian thing because like we tend to, I don't know, since history, since young, since our in the elementary school, whatever, we always have this tendency to search for the right way of doing things. You know, like there's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the right answer,
exactly.
formatted answer, something like that. That's why even now when in university, it's good that our lecturers don't give us the model answer for our past years, because he emphasized on that, like it's more important for us to understand how this works instead of trying to kind of design the right answer for it. So yeah, like even though I kind of embrace that, so I kind of like that, so I'll just write whatever as much as I think would score. But you know, I still have that insecurity in me that thinks that, you know, I don't know what's right. You know, I'm so not confident of myself
Yeah.
because there's just no
Yeah.
way to know that I'm right. But I just kind of have to combat that. Yeah. So I think I don't know. It's the one thing that we need to work on. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Well, you reminded me of the difference between foundation time and degree time. Because foundation time, most of the time, we still have the like the answer scheme.
Oh really? Oh, I forgot. Maybe I wasn't working on past years. Actually, actually I don't think I've worked on any past year until this year. I feel
What?
like
What?
I'm not sure, but in my memory, I never worked on any past year until this year. Yeah, until my final year,
Oh.
that I actually worked on my past year for my exam. You know. I'm not sure. I highly doubt myself, but maybe it's because this year, for some reason, I don't know why. I mean, like I've never been good in my course. I spent most of my time in my first year doing events. That yeah, I just did a lot of events, and then those are in-person exam. I have no idea how overconfident I was. I don't know. I in my mind, I just never done any past years. But then I ended up scoring quite okay. Okay, that there was like modules which was terrible. I just got like 40 something, 40 something out of 100, like the total module. But then I don't know. I mean, others I was able to score like 60, 70, which is not bad. Yeah, and then second year,
Yeah.
it was in-person exam as well until the last semester where it's COVID. But the first semester, I even went to work, and then I only traveled back to university to study for a few days.
For exam.
Yeah, for exam. And then I don't think I worked on any past years as well. At least I don't. Yeah, I remember myself studying, but I don't remember myself working on any past year. That's why. Yeah. Only this year, I don't know, maybe I just felt a lot less confidence on studying. That's why I started working on my past years. Yeah, but then it's a lot easier this year because it's like online exam. We can refer to a lot of resources. So yeah, I have no idea how I can do an in-person exam again. I'm like, damn, it sounds so scary.
No, you know what? Actually, during foundation year, I don't have any experience doing past year as well, because lecturer won't usually like give it to you like this. Yeah.
I mean,
But then
foundation
I
was
think
really easy,
during
foundation. At least for mine. I know your organic
yeah.
chemistry might be a bit hard, but then mine was like, oh my god, it's so easy, man.
Well, maybe it's easier for the others, but very hard for me. You know.
It's probably hard for me as well. I mean, I'm never a bio student. Definitely, no, I'm never a bio student. Chemistry is maybe still okay for me. Yeah. But then
Organic chemistry is chemistry though.
maybe okay for me, but I'm not sure. I mean, because like during the first semester, we still have to take all the sciences and something like that. So
Yeah.
we have the chemistry. The first chemistry exam was such a confidence booster for me, because like I don't know, I actually felt like there's quite a few that I didn't know how to do, but then when I finished it, I got like 37, 36 or 37, which is and then the passing mark was like 40. I was like, damn, I just need to get 4 more marks to pass. I was like, yeah, I don't need to worry about chemistry anymore. That's how I felt. Yeah, but yeah, what were you saying just now?
Okay. So but when I started my first year, so I took one module for each semester from the business school, and then I realized that they are so different from us. Like they keep on like asking for past year and keep looking for it, and then they keep doing it. I'm like, it's like, okay, not culture shock, but that kind of shock for me.
Yeah. I mean, actually, yeah, we shouldn't. I don't know. I mean, having past year is good, but then actually, in real life exam, there's no past year ish. I don't know, past experience. I mean, there is lah, but then yeah, I don't know. I think we just keep on. We just keep on looking at we just care so much about the past that we couldn't like just embrace the now. This is something I realized as well. Like I don't know. Recently, I've been looking at how people kind of just live with the stress or something like that, and then yeah, they just say that yeah, you just need to embrace the now. You don't live by your past. You don't live for the future. You just embrace the now. Just do things right now, something like that. And then I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I still haven't found a solution to that. I don't know. Sometimes I feel stressful, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just a journey that I have to be.
Sometimes you do as
maybe it's just a process that I have to go through, and then I'll figure out eventually.
Yeah, but I mean during my degree, most of the stuff that I have to do is to write essay, to write reports or whatsoever. But then I never thought of like asking any seniors to have their paper and make it a reference to read and do my own. I've never do that actually, but so it's a bit like shock for me when my junior asked from me. I'm like, well, I know when I give it to him, it will help him, but at the same time, I'm thinking like, isn't it unfair to the others as well?
Yeah. I mean, I try. I mean, I actually don't mind doing that. I don't know. Okay, there's this conflicting idea within me. Like, I wouldn't mind doing that because I know that's definitely an easier way. Like, you have a model answer right in front of you, so it'd be easier. But then I do know that if I do that, I will be heavily dependent on that answer, and then yeah, I mean, I just wouldn't think that much. I would keep referring to that paper whenever I have a question. I will keep referring to that paper, and then my paper will end up be like 95% similar to that paper. So I think I shouldn't have that. That is the reason why. But yeah.
Yeah, actually, when I'm working for my final year project, because it's I'm replicating my supervisor's study, but adding on my own element. So the main idea behind is still very similar. So all the time I have the idea to refer to that, and then I feel like I'm just rephrasing everything.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, so at the beginning, it's very hard for me to start writing my paper because I feel like I'm writing the exactly same thing as my supervisor. Then what's the point of me doing this?
Yeah. Right, that's the thing. I can totally understand that. Yeah. But sometimes it's hard, like, I don't know, man, like, cause like you just have that, you just don't have that confidence to execute whatever you want to write. So you just need some confirmation. And then, I don't know, it's like, that's why it's a very conflicting thing for me. I don't know, it's complicated.
Yeah, but I know if in the past I asked for reference from any seniors, I definitely will keep looking at it.
Yeah, same. That's what I try not to do. But then, if I don't do that, I feel, there's that feeling which I just mine is not enough. You're just not confident about yourself. Yeah, that's something I kind of hate.
Okay, maybe because I'm not very close to any of the seniors also. So I never thought of doing this before.
I'm not sure which one is a better idea though, actually. Like, yeah. I mean, same as well. I don't socialize that much, so I don't really know much of the seniors.
But anyway, I
don't know. For me, I think that it's not the right thing as well. Like, why should they give it to you? It's like their answer is just like copying answers, something like that. Like even this online exam, I mean, that's definitely people which will just like, they'll just work on the paper together. But for me, I didn't do that. First is that no one contacted me. Second is that I didn't contact anyone as well. But third is that I just that, because I know that if it happens that people discuss together, if we have differing opinions, it would just make us question our answer more. And then it won't be an easy process. Yeah, it won't be an easy process. That's why I was like, yeah. I ended up doing everything myself lah. Since I kind of know how to do it. I just hope that the marks is good lah. Like even till today, I still have that. I have that feeling that I'm not so confident of my answer, even though I've finished all. But I don't know. I guess that's something that we have to live with. That we have to find ways to overcome it. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you know I have very bad memory when it comes to memorizing things. So yeah, most of my exam will be related to you memorizing most of the stuff, but then write it in a different way because you need to take the ideas from those people in the past. And yeah, but I'm now questioning if, let's say I started my master's study, will I be able to sit in-person exam? Because I've been doing online exam for at least 1.5 years.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
that's true though. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I never memorize things. Just using it and think about it only. So when it comes to in-person exam again, I don't know.
Maybe you'll be as stressed as me like this year. If you happen to study master, because I don't know, like stepping back from work to studies was such a huge step for me. I was like, I forgot how stressful studying is. Like and then there's no reward. I have to give my own reward. If I work, I get the salary as the reward. But then like studying, no, I'm paying and then I don't have any reward. Like, it just feels terrible. Something like that.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I mean, we went off course again. But I guess this is kind of our insights. I don't know.
Yeah, I want to say that.
yeah. Okay, so I guess this will be it. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, you do the ending because you're supposed to be hosting the podcast.
Okay. Thank you everyone for listening, and if you have any comments or any suggestion, do send us a message or drop us an email. We are more than happy to read it. And yeah, and that's all from us today, and see you next time. Bye
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you enjoyed, do share with your friends and family and leave us a review on the Apple Podcast. If you are not using an Apple device, you can leave a review on the Apple Podcast website with a link in the show notes. If you have any feedback or thoughts which you hope that we'll discuss in the future, feel free to email them to us at hello@incthoughts.com, or alternatively, you can send us a private message on our Facebook, Instagram or Twitter with the username of incthoughtspod. Thanks again, and see you all next week. Bye-bye.